Alright, let's go through this. Or I might weird dealing with a canker sore. I've been playing a lot more. I've discovered quite a bit. It's kind of ridiculous some of the stuff I found today. All thanks to a little trick by Mistel Blade. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He told me how to do this trick in my comments. Um, and when we get there, you'll see what I mean. How ridiculous this trick is. It's such a useful tool to finding these locations. All right, let's go. All right, first thing we found was you can get into the Lightfoot Tribe village. The same code I think as Star Fox Adventure. And once you go in there, there's not a whole lot you can do, but there's a lot of cool little things. There's like this grub, which I think is for Princess Kite. That would probably be her food to replenish her abilities. There's this little pit with a totem that you have to push against that big buff raptor dude in Star Fox Adventure. This is where probably a Krazoa spirit would be, but you can't access it right now. You have the little turtle dudes that are in the final version. This weird beanstalk looking thing, I don't know what it does. You can't really interact with it. You can go up here. There's really nothing up here except for the totem that they'd probably place you on, and you probably have a similar thing where you'd have to do a quick time event. That's what I'm guessing based off of Star Fox Adventure. It might be completely different for all we know, but at least for what I can tell, it's probably similar. Let's go down. I think I explore some more stuff. Let's see. Do I go in the pit? No, I don't. There's nothing in the pit except for like a basket that has some scarabs in it. You climb up on here. You can jump over to this little dock area, and then there's another totem. Oh, I got that stuck. God damn it. Totem, and then we go over there. There's not a whole lot that you can do with it. You can't really interact with it at all. It's just kind of there, you know. Major bummer. Pretty much, I've just been spending all day trying to find new things we can do, and yeah, I have not been successful finding to progress the story. Okay, there is this little cave in Cape Claw that you can go to if you go out of bounds, and there's really nothing in this cave. It's literally just a cave with like a little pond that you can get stuck in, but just noteworthy little secrets, you know, secrets that rare left in. There's this little vine area that you can get into this pond by the totem in Swapstone, and it lets you go down, but you'll always swim back up. So there's really no point to it. But just interesting. This is on the ship in the beginning. You can hold on to these ledges. You can't let go. I tested it out on each angle, and even when you dock. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to it. I was thinking maybe like we could fall, maybe get out of bounds, or fall to our death, something. But there's nothing. Oh, here we go. Here's something. So if you grab the little diamond in the beginning and you save, you can do like kind of like a sequence break. I thought this was pretty cool. Ah. Let's see, yeah, just load in the save, or load in the ROM. Then load the saves. Going. Oh, maybe the game was just having an issue. Alright, and nope. Alright, and so yeah, if you save, the ship will still be there. You'll have the little crystal. Can't really do much on the ship. Just there. And Princess Kite's gone. This is just kind of like a placeholder before the cutscene. So when you're walking up to it, there's like, oh, you see the ship. Okay, we're continuing the story, you know? Then, so you walk through. Then General Scales does his whole spiel. Princess. And, yeah, gets, knocks that guy down. Runs into nothing. Makes the scene kind of funny. Now, yeah. That scene just plays out as normal. This is cool. So, there's these vines right here. You can hit them. And you see that little ledge right there? You can jump to it. And there's these vines. You can't climb them. But you can jump to the next part. Right there. You can climb up here. And this is cool because there's like this little cave right here. And there's not like a lot of stuff happening in here. Just a cave. Got a little mound where you might be able to dig or maybe do like the earthquake ability. Who knows? But just thought that was pretty cool. This is another funny glitch I found or issue. If you save right here and then you reload from that save, you just fall to your death. The floor doesn't generate. It's really crazy actually. Because it, yeah, and then you just completely fall to your death, man. It just keeps repeating, it never actually loads the floor. So don't save right there, right when, if you do save, don't quit the game. Just keep playing it. I tried playing the ball with a Tricky to see if he would change color, but he doesn't. I think I threw it about like 8 or 9 times, and he just wouldn't change or do anything. So it's just kind of there. It doesn't do a whole lot. All right, someone was asking in my comments, and sorry I haven't been able to come back to everyone. I've just been going through some stuff with the secrets finding with this game, and yeah. So I apologize if I missed any of your guys' comments. But to answer that gentleman's question, this is how you get into the desert. I don't know exactly what triggers it. I think it's just hitting the trees and the tumbleweeds like a certain number of times until you hear that ding. And then if you walk up to the door, it will let you in. It'll play that animation. I'm just gonna let this play out just because full section is cool. Yeah, then we go to the door. Alright, and it will let you in. I don't know why it just gives you the yeah, spellstone, but it does. So then when you pick it back up, it's not in your inventory at all. It's just disappears. But every time you go through that door, it will play that animation. Now there's this little animation where Crystal talks about how hot it is and how it's draining her energy. And then there's this dude. He doesn't have any subtitles, but he just like will tell you to take this, and then these magic orbs are what can refill your energy out here. And I don't think there's a limit to how many times you can talk to him. You can just keep talking to him, and he'll just keep giving you until you're full. See? So I explored a little bit. There's not a whole lot over here. Some cool things, but nothing they can really interact with or progress the story with. Let's see. Push this block over. And you can get up there on those little on that little wall right there. Looks like a giant step. So yeah, you climb up here, and if you can see right there, there's these weird fucking cactus enemies, and they shoot little needles at you. Kind of cool. It's just, I wonder if that was supposed to be a placeholder, because it's like super weird, because you can't like attack them, you can't damage them. At least I didn't try with, I tried just with melee. I don't remember if I tried with the fire staff. So yeah, just exploring around here. There's not a whole lot. Kind of just empty. Now there's like this quicksand. If you go too far down into it, it just resets to your last save. It doesn't go like tile menu or anything, it just goes to your last save. See? Reload the save state. Then we go over here. There is going to be like a little campfire that's been lit, that's been put out. Weird shaped rocks. Can't really do much with them. You can climb up here. And there's gonna be this little like pathway down, and we're gonna run into what I believe is a Krazoa, the Krazoa Palace or Temple. Because if you guys have read the condensed story, how this game was originally supposed to be, there's two separate places. There's oh, it crashed. Yeah, don't melee that guy; it will crash. What was I saying? If there's two separate places. I don't know if you present Krazoa, but are crucial to the story. There's Warlock Mountain, which is where Randorn is at, and then there is a Krazoa Palace that's supposed to reveal itself later, which is supposed to be through this desert area. Which I believe that's what this is, because it has the Krazoa statues and everything. So this most likely is Krazoa Palace in this game. I know it's kind of weird because like you think like Warlock Mountain should be the new Krazoa Palace, but it's not. I think that is where you deposit the Krazoa. Forgot exactly what it plays what exactly how it plays into the story, but it's supposed to have some significance in that manner. So yeah, there's this little like wall thing that you're probably supposed to have like some staff ability. It kind of looks like that wall that Fox sticks the staff into in Star Fox Adventure to open doors. So that might be what that is, but it doesn't actually work. You saw if you just like go near it and then like walk out of here, it will raise a tower. I just kind of continue to like explore to see what I can do. Found out you could take fall damage. That was cool. I'm sorry for the editing on this one. There's just a lot of stuff, and like I don't know what to keep in and leave out. So I didn't want to do too much editing. I wanted everyone to be able to like witness this stuff because really cool, and I think I think everyone should have access to it. I think you guys should know how to get to these places, you know? How to do these things. I'm sorry to everyone who's asking me during my stream, like if I'm gonna stream the full playthrough. I know I haven't been streaming like all this stuff. One of those things, I don't know exactly like what's going to happen with it. So I'm always like fearful that I'm just gonna be playing like just the game like continuously crashing, and I'll be honest, there's times where I got frustrated with this just because it's like I feel like I'm just like hitting a wall because I'm just like running into walls, like seeing where I can get out of bounds and stuff. I feel like I'm like a crazy person sometimes, but I think this is like how like beta testers and speedrunners figure shit out, man. It's tight. So let me know if you guys want to see like content like that, because I'm down to stream it. It's just I wasn't expecting to find all this today. I thought like where I left off last night was where it was going to be left off, but too early for that, and we're still finding stuff, and I bet you there's a bunch of stuff that people have found that I haven't found yet. So awesome. Now if you go over here, going to see something. There's a little creature right there, and let's see if it yeah, I tried damaging it. You can't even damage it. It's just kind of there. It looks like those little things you find in the Moon Pass area, but way more nightmarish. Like pretty much everything in this game is compared to the final product. Oh, okay, so this is cool. So remember how I said you could get the lever, you can pull down the lever for the waterfall in my last video? So here it is. Here's the cutscene for it. But I fall to my death. Game glitched out because I'm not supposed to be there. Alright, credit to Mistel Blade. Sorry if I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. But thank you for all of your help today. It has been awesome. I'm sorry I have not responded to your last comment. These tricks you showed me, I have found so much stuff. So you can go into here now. You can get past that pretty much barrier where everyone's having their game crash. A little golden object that was over there just despawns, so you can't get it. So there's nothing really in here. You can go up here and see another part of Cape Claude, and there's like this pillar that you could put something in. I'm pretty sure like thing under the waterfall is supposed to go there, but you can't pick the thing up from under the waterfall. Oh, this is cool. So if you shoot, so this is the turret, dude. If you shoot him with the fire staff, you can kill him. And doing that, you can actually control the turret. Save state just in case, man. You never know if this game's just gonna poop on you. There's no like collision or animation for it, so it's not fully functional. And there's nothing really you can do with it. I just thought it was so cool that you can actually use the turret in this game. Alright, and using Mistel Blade's trick again to see if I can get into this tunnel. It wasn't successful, but worth a shot. The problem is, as soon as you stop hitting, you just swim up. Now this is the trick. This is the trick right here. If you are in a corner between like two objects or two, like an NPC and like a wall, you can turn. You can take out the fire staff and do like circle turns, and you will eventually build up momentum with it. And it can help you pass through barriers. I wasn't successful into getting into Earthwalker Temple, but I'll leave Misto Blade's channel in the description. He actually was able to get into there. This is his trick. Give him the love for this. I'm just the person who he told about it, and I used it. And so I used that trick to go through this area. This area where it is supposed to crash. I have to do some trickery to get through here. Let me tell you, there is trickery that had to be done. Because at any point, if you let go, you're just gonna start swimming, and you don't want to be swimming. You don't want to be on a log. You want to go through the barriers this way. This is how you want to do it. And so I started pausing. I don't know what you call like pause buffering and save stating. This is some crazy. Like I just kind of like just like winged it, and eventually I was able to get through. So I'm just gonna show you the madness that had to be done for this, because we're gonna be doing another thing is that trick has some issues with save stating. I recommend, if you're going to do it, pause before you save state so you can pull down the button you're using to take out the fire staff or fire sword in this case. And I don't even know what to call this trick, man. I think Mistel Blade should name it, man. Bro, you need to name this trick, man. This is some legendary shit right here. Okay, so here is where I start doing the trickery, man. I think this is where I start doing some pause buffers, some fucking save states, man. I'm just going at it, man. Every few inches, we're save stating, we're pausing, we're save stating. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it crashed again. Yeah, just give it a second. I'll actually cut this out till we get to the well, actually no, just let it play. I've been recording all day. I'm sorry, I don't feel like doing like a full edit on this. Especially because the magic of all this is crazy. The stuff that we have to do to like find this stuff, you know? But it's worth it in the end, just to see it, because I feel like a lot of people are like me with this game, where you saw like Dinosaur Planet, like a Nintendo Power and stuff, and you wanted to play that game, and then you saw Star Fox Adventures, and you didn't learn until later down the line the reason why Dinosaur Planet never came out was because it became Star Fox Adventure. Yeah, I think this is where I realize I need to start save stating. There's a lot of this because we have to I have to close the emulator completely, or at least close the ROM completely, because if it's running at certain points and crashes, it just won't load. It will just keep loading back into a error state. Now this, trust me, you guys are probably like thinking, Dylan, why are you wasting our time with this? Just wait. The magic is going to happen. You're going to see something really cool. Trust me. And I don't think anyone's figured this out yet. I think it takes a lot of people to figure this stuff out, and I'm so grateful that there's people in my comment section that are communicating with their finding, and so then I can show you our finding. Because it's teamwork, man. It's teamwork. And I think that's the only way we're gonna be able to solve this mystery, like what this ROM has to hide, you know? Let's see. Is this the part where it starts doing the save stating? Yeah. All right. Cool. 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 There's quicker ways to do this. I'm not super familiar with RetroArch, so it takes me a second. I just started using the application last night, so I'm trying my best. So bear with me. I know this is clunky. This is some boredom right here. But it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it in the end, guys. You guys are gonna see something cool that hasn't been seen before, at least to my knowledge. And I think with this technique that Mr. Blade has found out, there's gonna be some incredible things. I think people with much larger, wrinklier brains than mine will be able to find out. So we got past the crashing barrier, boys and girls. Let's go. It crashes though. Now there's a trick to this. There's a trick. You're probably thinking to yourself, it crashed again. It crashed for a reason. It's because I was doing that trick. So if I let go, it will start working fine and it won't crash in certain sections. Welcome to Diamond Bay, boys and girls. Woo! This is some cool ass shit. Excuse my language, but there's no other way to put it. This is tight. Diamond Bay, completely new area. You're not considering Warlock Mountain. Now the camera's a little shaky because it's supposed to be doing like a cutscene, but the cutscene can't play fully because we glitched to get in here. Now I just start exploring. There's surprisingly not a lot to do in Emerald Bay, but with Emerald Bay you can get to a certain section. That's pretty cool. Now, I don't know what that little seed thing is, but you can't pick it up. It crashes the game if you go near it. And then I do a save state. Alright, there's this sharp claw harassing this not Triceratops. I forgot what those dinosaurs are called. But you try talking to her.
Enough of my eggs have been stolen already.
Talks about eggs being stolen, very similar to the dinosaur in Star Fox Adventure who had the same issue.
Leave our beach. Enough of my eggs have been stolen already.
And it will keep crashing.
Leave our beach. Enough of my eggs have been stolen already.
Let's see. I think I just keep trying to save and do a save slot to see if I can get through this cutscene. This works in other cutscenes. It doesn't work in this cutscene. We'll just keep crashing. To my knowledge, I tried to hammer it for a little bit, but it's one of those things. There's so much cool stuff in here. I didn't want to waste so much time just trying to get through this little section. We can always come back to this because it's not too difficult to get here, especially since I have a save slot dedicated to this part right here. So this has to play again. So I need to do another save slot. I don't know if I try to talk with her again. I think I just kind of start exploring other things. Kill the sharp claw. That's harassing her at least. Save slot. Go up over here, I think. Yeah. You can hear it's kind of glitchy. You can hear the sharp claw still growling at her. But we climb up here into this cave. There's not a whole lot in here. There's one of those underground snake lizardmen things. And a bunch of mushrooms. That's pretty much it. If you go, we're gonna go back up now. And yeah, the game starts to feel a little bit laggy here. I think later I put up a FPS counter just to see what the FPS is, but the game is kind of slogging a little bit at this point. Yeah, go up here. Just to see what's up. This is the bridge to get back to pretty much is it Swapstone Hollow in this one? The starting area where you meet Tricky's mom. Back up the rapids. Start exploring a little bit just to see. See, coming up here, I don't know what it is, it lags the game out. There's a bunch of like unique enemies that I don't think are found in the final version. Star Fox Adventures that are in this game. Yeah, don't hop on that log, it crashes the game. Alright. And then we swim around. See. Up. No, I don't, let's see, did I walk up these vines? Let's see. I don't know if I don't know, I don't remember what's up here. Ah, this little area I didn't explore. I was too busy trying to go to this area with the Krazoa statues. That crashes. Then I try to do what I did earlier at the rapids, just do a save state and pause, see if I can get through here. But it's to no avail. It just it just crashes right there. There's not a whole lot I could figure out what to do, and even in certain sections around here, it starts crashing. So just stay away from that section. At least like let's actually, you know what? I'm sorry. There's something I didn't try. I didn't try doing the underwater the continuous attacks. You might be able to get through it that way. That was one thing I didn't try because I was exploring more. So there's this cave over here. And if you go up here, there's a little egg down there. Now, there's no way of interacting with it other than pushing it. Like you can't get out of the water. Kind of hard to control. So I just kind of left it. You might actually be able to push it to that block. I don't know. I didn't try that. Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do in here. There is one cool thing though. You can actually ride this log. And you get to see how the log actually is supposed to function. There's a roll move. This is just I hate to use the word because I'm not like I stream and I stream on Twitch, but I'm not a big fan of Twitch in general. So I'm not a big fan of the word poggers, but this is poggers, man. This is like Mondo cool poggers, bro. Fucking log, dude. Now, there's some wonky properties with this log. So I tried to see like if I could go into the palace or into this little area with the log, but can't. So I'm thinking if we try the sword, we might be able to. Wish I tested that. I was just so excited about all this stuff that I just wasn't thinking about the things I tried out. And yeah, this log has some weird properties to it. You can do this on the land, and it's pretty wild. And then you can fall through the world and soft like yourself. Oh. And then I try going up here. It's gonna get loud in a second. I am sorry, guys. Yeah, does that. So that was a major crash. And you can't really get off this log. Oh, you know what? I'm looking at Fox's arms now, or Saber's arms. And it looks like he's supposed to be rowing it. Maybe there's supposed to be like a paddle or something that comes they use on the log. Huh. All right, and then we do load the save state. We have to go back to here. So yeah, we do save state. We try to wait for the camera to fix itself. And I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, so we pretty much checked out everything. Before we go, we should check out one more thing. And, head out to the water to see if I can swim out, like, past the map. There's this fucking Tremors-looking worm thing. And those are bombs, apparently. So we swim out, we're looking around. And, turns out you can swim over here, and this is where it gets exciting, guys. This is a Krizoa shrine. We found one. Save state just in case it crashes here, because this is we're majorly out of bounds at this point, man. Like, I'm pretty sure this whole ROM is supposed to crash at a Cape Claw, and that's where it's supposed to end. So I'm like really nervous at this point. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't know what we'll be able to find in here, and when it will crash, and what will happen if it crashes. And so we explore a little bit. We're gonna go up this path, and we're gonna find something that is just as cool. And if you guys have played Star Fox Adventure, like I know a lot of you have, you'll probably recognize this place. It doesn't look as doesn't have all the same things, but it looks very similar. Even has some of the same stuff. We got a Sharp Claw here. He doesn't really recognize me at first, but then he starts attacking me, so I start beating him up. Then we cruise on over here to see what this is. That door looks familiar. Do a quick save state. Switch the slots just in case. You know, don't want to lose my previous ones. Volcano Force Point Temple. We're here, baby, and we got the spell stone. This is tight. We look around, see what we can do. There's a crystal. We see that we have full mana. Or energy, I don't know what they call this. And we look to see like what's up here. It's locked. Seeing these little orbs look very familiar to the ones in Star Fox Adventure. I was trying to see if there was anything to like shoot your thing through, but there's not. This one's actually a lot more easier. You just shoot them with the fire staff. Alright, and just make sure they're shot. You can tell when they're red. Awesome. And we try walking up here. Game crashes though. But don't worry, we get through this. We get through this like the many ways I've gone through this before. We're gonna save state. And thank you all for bearing with me. I know this is a lot slower compared to the last video I made. It's a lot longer. It's, man, I've been nonstop thinking about this game. Like I couldn't sleep last night. It was wild, man. Just trying to think of more things we could do. But trust me, it pays off. Right, and I see that we can go through. And I'm trying to figure out what this thing is while I'm walking up to it. And it is a robotic scorpion that is unique to this game. And so I'm like running around like, holy shit, can it attack me? And so I like stand, and yep, it can. And you can't hit it with your sword or anything. It just, I try attacking its legs because it looks like you can hit them there. But, I think you guys have probably put two and two together. You shoot its eye. Now, I don't know if, like, this is damaging it. I just, like, figured it's because it's playing animation. I try using the shield spell, but, it doesn't do anything. I'm having trouble aiming. So I try to do a little circle around this guy. Try to get him turning, because it looks like he has, like, a little wind-up animation before he can fire at you. He has to make eyesight with you. So, shoot him. Shoot him again. Shoot him again. And eventually he goes down, and I don't know, I'm gonna count that as a boss or a mini boss. But we have found potentially the first boss in this ROM, and it's tight. I'm ecstatic about that. So we try to figure out if we can progress any further in here. Hit these buttons, I try a bunch of stuff. Nothing opens up. It's making this crunching sound. But I'm pretty sure those little pillars, like those little platforms are supposed to open up, but they don't. So I just try hitting it again. Maybe I can press it again, but no avail. Take out the fire staff to see if I can do anything with it. Doesn't look like I can. Drop down. You actually drop down here. Look around to see if there's anything. Looks like something really cool under there. It looks like that's where you probably put the spell stones. It's just right underneath you. Probably like an elevator or something pops up. Then we do a we load a save state. We're gonna try pressing the buttons in a different order. Maybe that changes something. Sadly, it doesn't. I like that crunching sound though. That's a little nice sound effect. Imagine that's what it sounds like when you smash a scarab. Like I don't know, like I feel like I don't know why the enemy didn't make it into the final game. I feel like that enemy fits more in with the Star Fox Adventures version than this one. But the main baddie of this guy is supposed to be a pretty technical person too. Don't want to spoil anything in case we actually get to see that. But if you want to learn more about it, just go read the condensed story on rarethief.com. Or is it .net? I don't know. Put a link in the description. You can also check out my video where I do the full reading. And it does that again. Can't really interact with it. Explore some more. There's this wall you can't go through. Solid. And yeah, we go on up. We try to see if there's anything else here. Interesting that it plays every time you walk by that door. I want to see if I could jump to there, but I don't believe you can. So we go back, and I think at this point I don't know if I think I go back into the temple to see if there's anything I can do. Maybe it reset or something. Maybe the pillars are working now. I think that's just a broken fire beam or laser beam. Or it might be where Tricky can light uses his fire breath. But at this point I don't have Tricky with me, I don't have the fire breath command. And I look around to see if there's anything I can shoot, but it doesn't look like there is. Try shooting those platforms. See, oh, like maybe they'll pop out, but they don't. Like, hoping once this gets released, upload to YouTube, people who are way smarter than me figure some more stuff out. Just cause I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not someone who's even like super good at finding glitches. Dude, the glitch that got us into here was found by someone else, man. Let's say I think I do it. Yeah, I load the previous state. I go back over here. Just seeing what I have in my inventory, just to see if there's anything I can do. I don't think there is, so I'm like, I'll leave at this point. I'll go back, explore, see if there's anything else to do at Diamond Bay. I go over here, and there's a cutscene. You have to go inside, collect the Quan Lachu, which is, I guess, this world's version of a Krazoa, or I think it's the main Krazoa. I don't quite remember, but I think what I end up doing is I do pausing and save stating to get through this. So sorry, this cutscene for right now doesn't play. I think later in this clip there's more to it. Yeah, it keeps crashing. Yeah, and see, this is where I start pausing and save stating. I changed the slot, I put to 8. I can just hit F2 to save. So sorry for this cutscene right now, because if I don't do that, it crashes. So we just keep doing it. So I'm just trying to brute force my way through. And even you can see like even the menu is getting corrupted just from this whole part saying SA-E, dude. Not even processing the L. But here is a second boss. Fox jumps down. There's some cool stuff in here, man. So let's see if I get it in this clip. I try to shoot them. That's all I really have. It crashes. I think this is the part where this boss just kept crashing on me. So we tried doing it from afar because I was thinking like maybe has something to do with it rendering or something. But I think what's actually causing it to crash right here, there's a lot of stuff loaded, and the rocks right there are causing some issues. Because if you see, they actually have durability. They have some it's a kind of a little destructible environment. The little orb things can damage them. So it's kind of like a game of Space Invaders. So I keep trying to attack them. I don't think I'm successful here. I try running in. I try seeing if I can just get through the door. See if my shield actually does anything. I try to see if the sword can damage them, which it can't. You have to shoot these things, kind of like one of those. Oh, and here's the revive animation. This animation's so cool. Phoenix Down of this game. So you have to use the fireball attack. I hide behind this rock. See, yeah, it gets destroyed, but it will crash. We mess around a little bit more just because this is just so cool. Like we got to a new point, and I'm just trying to see if there's any items. Maybe I got a new spell or something to take these guys on, but it doesn't look like there is. I die again. I get revived. Try to see if I can get in that door. There's nothing. There's a cool little thing right there on the ground, but yeah, it doesn't do much. I continue just to like look around the environment to see if there's anything noteworthy that I could use. Maybe it crashes again though. Keeps going into this fault in thread 3. And so we load back to an older save state, and we try going back. We try to see if there's anything on the other side, because to be honest, the whole reason why I got over here was just because I was trying to get into Earthwalker Temple, and I just was not successful with it. Along with putting a link to Mr. Blade's YouTube channel, I'll put a link into a video he did. He uploaded a video that kind of shows it off. I can't get into it, at least with the method I was trying. I'm gonna try some different things. Yeah, we'll see what we can do to get that in. And so I swim back just to see what else I can do, and go back over here. Interesting, because now there's like this little snow effect that's happening. And we go back over here. We're gonna try going back up that bridge. Watch out for the log so the game doesn't crash. And we go back up here. If I attack, you can't damage it. There's these cool vines that remind me of something from Banjo and Kazooie that swat at you. You go up here. Poison spore things are still shooting at me. And you walk next to them, they'll hurt you. Now there's this fucking thing that looks like something from Sonic Adventure. It looks like the perfect chaos. We swim back. We're just going through the motions. We're just trying stuff. just gonna let this play through. And yeah, just kind of going through the same thing, man. Just seeing what I can do. If there's like any like way to get past this. And it crashes. So I think at this point I'm just like thinking to myself like what I can do. Just keeps crashing at this point. Like getting close to like giving up. But trying not to. Because I've learned with the Princess Kite glitch that you can save on actions. Or you can like if you do an action and you save, it will count that action. That's why that animation played earlier. So it puts us into a volcano force point temple. Camera's a little funky, but lets us go back through. So then I do a load save state. Okay, and I think we're just saving it right there because that's already loaded. So maybe it'll, if I reload, it will put me as if I defeated them. I think that's what was going through my head. But it crashes. Now I'm just thinking to myself, I think I'm like, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna put me back in Swapstone Hollow? Hoping not. Hope it brings me back to Force Point Temple. Jacked up camera. Trying my best to figure out what's going on with it. Attacking, duck, hitting some walls. Get a nice little view of the lava. And try to see now if we can interact with the door. Can't. Then this is where I try to, I think, jump over to the little lava tile over there. But you can't just walk off of it, but you can't drop down. Which makes sense. You're not gonna want to drop into lava, dude. Glitchy textures. Fucking Force Point Temple. Again. Walked into some lava. And now the cutscene plays perfectly fine. I'm thinking because the cutscene's playing, maybe I'll be able to actually beat these guys now without the game crashing. So the aiming's really difficult. I'm trying my best.
A Krazoa shrine. We have to get inside.
Kind of just trying to shoot in one area to see if they go into it, you know, just walk into it.
So that means it's gonna be fun.
Die. Despawned. So yeah, we are able to destroy these things. But it is still heavily prone to crashing. So I'm just trying whatever I can do at this point. Crashes again. Something with those rocks. Yeah, it just keeps crashing, man. I'm just trying to figure stuff out. It's just becoming like a little kerfuffle, you know? So we're just trying to think of what we can do. And surprisingly we do find a solution. Now this is where it's a little glitch camera's a little awful. Just trying to navigate as best I can. Because for some reason the camera just wouldn't go up this time. So I'm just trying to look at the map, but my little guy's like way off the map. They're just trying to follow the trails, trying to feel the walls, you know. Because it's kind of hard to see because my camera's literally in the void. Then just start shooting them. Again, we're trying to figure out what we can do, how we can get past this.
A Krazoa shrine. We have to get inside and collect the Quan Atalachu.
Maybe we'll destroy one.
Dangerous. So that
And my aim is super bad. I apologize. A hard crash. Load state. Yeah, we just keep shooting. We're just gonna keep shooting. I don't know what it is. The aiming in this one is feels so much more difficult than the one in Star Fox Adventure. The one in Star Fox Adventure is like hard to aim to, in my opinion. Like I'm not good at it. Like I'm feeling like I kind of want to give up. This is becoming kind of difficult. I just keep going, man. I just decide, you know, we're gonna figure this out. So we aim it. We realize that they take a second to stop every now and again, makes it perfect to hit them. So we got them. We do a save state in case it crashes again. Tricky fucking bites me. And we save state again, and the door is open. And I'm thinking in my head, oh, it probably open, but it's probably not gonna let us go any further, right? Why would it do that, you know? That would be interesting if it allows us to go through there. But surprisingly, it does. Here's the animation to go into a Krazoa shrine. For this video, we'll do some timestamps eventually. I'll have to rewatch this and figure out where I want to stamp it. And I'm also sorry that this video is not as edited as well. Just, I'm tired, but I want to get this content out here for you guys. Just so we have it. Oh, I didn't even notice this. So, the trick to get this door open, there's some lamps that you have to shoot. Probably saw them when you were walking in. I think there's a pattern you're supposed to shoot them. I just kind of shoot randomly at them, and it works. And we miss. So we shoot it. Shoot that one. Try my best to aim this thing. I think I'm too far. It didn't register the hit. Maybe I was off a little bit. I couldn't tell. But that opens up. I'm just thinking to myself, you gonna be able to get Krazoa right now? Dude. Stand on that. It does the light. Get the n64 versions of the Krazoa spirits. And you guys probably remember this one, because this is in Star Fox Adventure. Just tap A real hard until it completes it. Now that ding, I thought that was the failure ding. So I was like, oh, I failed. It's probably gonna boot me out. But to my surprise, we got the spirit. And then it puts us back out here and what you call it, Diamond Bay. Save state. Thinking to myself, tight. He gets called Saber. Try digging this up because running away. Why is it glowing like that? And it's a bunch of energy. Try to go forward, but it crashes right here. So we load back up the state,
Look out!
and we try to see if we can come at from a different angle. Go to save state. Save a save state. But it keeps crashing right here. The game's feeling sluggish at this point. Like, it gets worse. Like, how rapidly the moon and sun are going in the back. And we're seeing what we can do now. I'm trying to make it back to Warlock Mountain to see if deposit this guy. But becoming the slog right here. Sort out for some reason and it crashes. I think it's such a hard crash you have to restart the engine. Start the ROM. Load up our save. Man, I played probably like 12 hours, 12 to 18 hours of this game at this point. Trying to figure out what we can do, guys. Fucking tremor, dude. Thing is terrifying. Looks like an eel. We're trying to see where we can walk to. Pausing, save stating. Crashes again. I mean, look at the sun, dude. It's rapidly just going up and down, you know. It might be because of the Krazoa Spirit, but I think that's just a graphical issue. ROM. Eventually, we're able to get past where it's crashing, and we're trying to make our way back to Swapstone Hollow. I'm just hoping to myself that we'll be able to make it, you know. So I'm thinking, like I couldn't get through this earlier. I wonder if I can get through it now. But what you'll see is that the enemies are actually more active and actually damage them. But that poison shit's super annoying. Pardon my language. Dude, I get like I don't know what it was. I like just walked through these things earlier. But I'm just getting my ass handed to me. Use our revive. I wish they kept them like that. It looks really cute. Those poison pod things, man, they got pinpoint accuracy, it feels like. Because even with me, like, moving, they just hit me. It's hard because, like, it has, like, this splash damage that's really difficult. I try to see what I can do. We try shooting it. By putting the shield on, but the shield doesn't really do that much. Then it hits me, knocks me off. Like trying to see if I can like get out, load the save state. Just keeps hitting me, man. I'm like having issues walking around this little guy. And yeah, it's not working for me. Trying to see like maybe if I can shimmy. Try to take these guys out because they're really what's the problem right now. They just keep damaging me and it's just super annoying. And you can kill them. That's their death animation. They open up like a little pod and just collapse, dude. I'm starting to notice if I shoot that, its tentacles go down. But you can't kill it, it looks like. It looks like it's just permanently there. So I get the idea. Let's try shooting it. When opens up, I get poisoned again because that pod's a jerk. So I'm like, I'm just gonna kill you, man. I'm gonna end your whole life. So we shoot it. We get the collapse, and we're like, okay, this is the moment. Don't get hit by it, and I end up getting hit by it because I am a dummy. Try seeing if we can interact with this log. We can't. It's just there. Get poisoned again. Try saving because I'm out of revives. But it just brings me back to Diamond Bay. I'm like, just reload the save state. Let's try again. So yeah, what actually hits you are those tentacles with the save state. Like, okay, so maybe if the tentacles are down, I should be able to pass. If I can actually fire because I'm getting bombarded by poison. It only takes one shot, then collapses. And my god, those things just keep hitting me. And I'm able to make it through. Accidentally hit F5 instead of F2 to do a save state. And now the game is just at a total, like, snail's pace, man. I'm trying to see, like, because we're far ahead in the game at this point, I feel like. So I'm trying to see, like, maybe if I go back here, maybe I'll be able to go into Earthwalker Temple without having to glitch it. But to no avail. And I just keep trying to do different things. Trying to see if I can go to the Warp Stone to get rid of the Krazoa we got. But it crashes here, and I try everything in my like ability to get me through this, but nothing's really working for it. Keep doing save states, but it's just gonna crash. So I tried different things, but to be honest, I think this is where I'm done for right now. At least for today. I'll try to figure out some more stuff later, but yeah. Thank you, Mr. Blade, man. This is you. This is all you. Cause thank you for telling me all that information you did. Because if you didn't, I would have never found this. I wouldn't have been able to do this. So ask everyone who watches this video. Subscribe to Mr. Blade. This is him, man. This all goes out to him. I figured out you can use the glitch there, but if I didn't know about that glitch, none of this would have happened. So wanna thank you for that, and everyone who's been super supportive of these videos and all this work I'm doing for Dinosaur Planet. I really appreciate it. It's been really amazing. And I'm sorry this is just going on so long, but yeah, I just want to just thank everyone who's been going in the comment section, been figuring this stuff out. Other people have been making videos on this. Yeah, before leave off, let me run a few thank yous. So of course, thank you to Mr. Blade. Thank you to Ultra Fox. I was on your stream the other night. Got some information from you guys playing and some of people in your chat. I don't remember their names. Thank you to X Cage Game. I know like some of these people like I really haven't talked to, but you guys are making the videos, man. You guys are showing us that there's more stuff that can be found, and yeah. So, want to thank everyone who's been helping me with this stuff, both directly and indirectly. You guys are awesome. All right, I think that's where I'm gonna end it off. This is Dylan signing out. I'll see you guys when I figure more stuff out. All right, peace.